All right, welcome to Doozer shop. I try to finish projects, but when things are like 80% done, sometimes I drift to another project. So I just got busy without the camera, but I want to show you guys the after effects of what I've gotten myself into. So let me take you handheld and let's see what's going on. The Cleereman drill press. Cleereman, probably made somewhere, Wisconsin, something. The Cleereman is an upright drill, I guess they call it. It's pretty cool. It's got those shifter levers up top, right? And it's those are 12 geared speeds, and those are 9 geared down feeds, okay? And let's see, it's got an oil pump and it's got gears. Well, you're not going to see a lot, but there's gears galore inside, right? That spline is the big old spindle spline, right? And I guess I could grab my flashlight and show you. Behind the gear head, right, is a motor, right? Or was the motor. And it goes in there and there's a gear on the shaft. And, oops, there's adjustable feet that line up the motor mounting foot, so the gears are in, you know, the proper mesh. Put a hook up on the ceiling. I got 2 bolts on the joist and 2 bolts just in the OSB, but you know, it was strong enough. I got the motor off and I got it apart. Why did I do that? Well, my rigging job, my rope, you know, I got a little wind around and let her down, and it's the only way I thought I could get it, you know, without taking this whole thing out of my shop and going under the gantry, and you know, it worked out. So this motor, the problem, I mean, this actually ran. I hooked a VFD to it and it ran, and I ran this whole drill press through all the gears and da-de-da-da. Does anybody see a problem here? Okay. 3-phase. And if you look, the Westinghouse lifeline, it shows the connections for low voltage on top and high voltage course down below. But there's only 3 wires. So my question was, everything said that this was 480 on the control box. 440, 460, 480. And then this thing, it shows it should be switchable. But it's not 9 leads, it's not 12 leads, it's only 3 leads. So I thought this was a 5-horse motor. Now, upon further inspection, when I cleared more of the dirt off, it's not 5, it's 7.5. 1800 RPM. And, oh, the frame is a 213. 213. It even says 220, 440, 460, whatever. And like I said, oh, Westinghouse lifeline. Did I say GE lifeline? Maybe I did. I don't know. But anyways, I thought this was a 5. But it's a 7. 7.5. So let's talk about something. So I was running this on a 3-horse VFD at slow speeds,
And I was running it off of 220, 230, three-phase from the VFD. And it worked, it ran. I don't know if I ran it all the way up to speed. I think I only ran it to, 10 or 20 or 30 hertz, not even. Just to make sure my gears were shifting and moving. Actually, I'm sure I didn't go past 25, 30 hertz. Now, everything, that's what I was going to show you. On the end of this motor shaft, it's 1 3/8. That's what this series 213 motor comes with. So that's the gear that interfaces with the drill press transmission, and it's in good condition. There's bluing on the shaft, so whoever fit it was a proper millwright, And it's got a blind keyway, right? And that key slot, key seat, they drill a hole where the broaching stops. So it was a blind broach that made that, because there ain't one there. It just stops. I'm trying to get the light in there. But that's just kind of what it is. And there's a set screw on the... Where's the set screw? I don't know, somewhere. Oh yeah, there's... Well, that's the set screw and that's the broaching. Yep, okay. Thin, but it works. And there's a seal that goes on there to keep the grease in. And the seal was totally tacoed. It's just a rubber lip seal. But that's what's on the end of it, and that's why there's jacking pads for alignment. And then I measured the shaft was inside the gear by exactly 100 thousandths. So then I put it together. I can do it again. I had in stock upstairs this motor. Golly, let me zip around here. Okay, the same frame, 213T, 213, like I said, 7.5 horse, 1800 RPM, volts, 208, 230, 460, and voila, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's 9 leads. Sorry, 9 and 6. So it's set up for high. Okay. So I'm going to set it up for low. So this low delta run. I just think delta runs better. They make better phase converters. I'll tell you that. But anyways, same shaft, 1 3/8. So that everything's right, and the mounting feet should be right. Everything should be good. I didn't even know it was delta wound, which is super nice. So I'm going to put a plug on a cord, and I'm going to take it over to one of my VFDs with an outlet over there. I'm going to spin it up and see how the bearings are, or maybe the thing's totally shot. I don't know. But that's the plan. So that saves me cleaning this motor. This thing's just filthy. Yeah, that's annoying when something's wired for hardwired and all the connections are done in the winding. To save money, like when the rewinder guy rewinds it, instead of bringing out 9 leads or 12 leads, he brings out 3, and he does all his... But then it's a one-purpose motor. And guys in the factory, all factories pretty much are 480 volts. 480. I worked in so many factories as an engineer. They're all 480. Nobody cares about 230. If you buy some piece of equipment that's 230, they got to put in a transformer and drop it. So this came out of this drill press. Came out of the Eaton Cutler hammer. I believe they made circuit breakers. Right? So yeah, they got Eaton property tag on it. I bought it from a guy in South Carolina, and he brought it to me and had it on its face, and it broke the lever, and I had to rebraze like 5 pieces and fix it all. And But, you know, it's been sitting here in the corner. It needs just some wire brushing of the rust and cleaning up. I mean, it's not too dirty. I cleaned on it some. But this will be a jam-up drill press. And I'll probably VFD it because it makes shifting the gears easier when you can just jog it at 5 hertz and shift. But Cleereman, man, this thing's top of the line. 4 more taper. It'll twist the earth off its axis, is so stout, you know what I mean? So that's the plan. I'm going to put down the camera and I'm going to wire this up and we're going to see if this thing spins and works, or if I have to put bearings in it, or if it's totally dead. So we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching Doozer Shop.